I'm sitting over here doing all this talking and I'm on mute. So again, I switch up the picture. If this doesn't work, my Wi-Fi is not working right now, so I'm using my phone data. So, um, this is a photo that I generated through AI. Okay. You see the shadows surrounding these two energies. Okay. I combined two energies. Okay. And that's a message within itself, that feminine and masculine energy within yourself being combined to get through a situation. All right. Combining them, conjoining yourself, coming back to self. Okay. Sometimes I feel like those two energies can and will get become at odds with one another. Okay, so this is alignment. This is your yin and your yang, aligning with one another instead of, neglecting one another. This is a face to face, facing yourself at this time. Your masculine facing your feminine, and your feminine facing your masculine. I'm going to read a little bit from this a day at a time. Okay? Try. All right. And again, when I stumbled up on this book, all right, I just stumbled upon it. Never knew it was about addictions. Today is January 16th, so I'll be reading January 16th. Reflection for the day. When we first came to this program, whether for ourselves or under pressure from others, some of us were all but sickened by the concept of surrender. To admit defeat flew in the face of our lifelong beliefs. We thought of the immortal rallying cries of Churchill at Dunkirk, of FDR following the attack on Pearl Harbor. And so we secretly vowed at first that the very idea of surrender was unthinkable. Have I truly come to believe that only through utter defeat am I able to take the first step towards liberation and strength? Or do I still harbor reservations about the principle of letting go and letting God? Today I pray, may I really believe that the complete surrender of my whole being to a higher power is the way to serenity. For I can be whole only in Him, who has the power to make me whole. May I do away with any feelings of wanting to hold out and never admit defeat. May I unlearn the old, which tells me that I must never give up, and realize that such pridefulness could keep me from recovery. Okay, so there's a need to accept your losses at this time. Okay, and not hold on so tight. Let go. Release your hands. Okay. Yeah, don't hold on so tight. Let go. Ease up. All right, again. When I just came on here, before I got interrupted by life, okay, I said, before I got interrupted by life, I said, what did I say? Hold on right quick. Trying to remember what I said before I got interrupted by life. Oh, I said, the battle may be lost, but you may lost the battle, but the war is still going on. So you may have lost something. All right, some battle to something. There's a need for you to let go of a loss that occurred. Okay, because there's still a war going on. Even though you lost one fight, there's still a war going on. And if you harbor onto that loss, if you hold on to that loss, why I lost, why this happened, why that happened, if you hold on to it, then you're gonna, you're gonna, yeah, this war, you're gonna lose this war. Okay, so you lost a battle, but you didn't lose a war. All right. Yeah, and it happens. Think about if you're somebody who plays chess, the game of chess. All right, how many times you lose and you win, and you lose and you win, and you lose and you win? I'm thinking about that as well. So there's a need for you to stay calm at this time and know that everything, even though you lost this battle, everything is working, you know, for you, not against you. Allow the water to work for you and not against you. Okay? So what does that mean? Water flows and it crashes as well. Okay? Release, adapt to what is at this time. Give me some energy for the collective, spirit. Again, these two people are surrounded by energies. Okay? At dawn. At dusk. At dusk. Show me. Something's maybe happening at dusk. Give me something for the collective. Ancestor message. Spiritual message. Okay? Give me something for the collective. Ancestor spiritual message. Oh my goodness gracious. I wish my stuff was working. And I just said accepting defeat. Right now I feel a little defeated because my internet connection is not giving. All right? But guess what? Now it's giving. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with your girl. All right? I just accepted defeat and then my internet came back up and now it's smooth sailing. So again, there's a need for you to accept defeat in a situation. All right? Not linger over something that, you know, you didn't accomplish. It's okay because the war is still going on. Give me something, spirit, for the collective. It says spiritual force field. And it's blue. Spiritual force field. Okay? Look at that. Spiritual force field. These two energies are surrounded by, they're in water, but they're surrounded by these water guardians. Okay? These people that, you know, have authority over this specific area. And you are in this area. Okay? So you are being protected in this area of your life. Know that. All right? You are being protected in this area of your life. Ishtar, inner learnings. Follow your heart. Truth prevails. Okay? So it's like escaping captivity. All right? So you're wounded. Okay? Coming out as a wounded warrior. Escaping captivity. But being circled, being surrounded by these forces. Okay? Of protection. You know what I'm saying? Like after something happens and you... We'll say back in the day, because this is like an ancestor message. So after something happened back in the day, all those energies coming towards you, surrounding you in prayer, surrounding you with good energy, good vibration, lifting you up, okay, lifting you into recovery, okay, of a situation. Again, you lost the battle, but you didn't lose a war. All right. So you are wounded at this time. All right. So you're being surrounded. You're being drink some water. And if you can get near water, it's a good thing to get near water. Okay. Because that is what's protecting you at this time. That's what's surrounding you. That's what has a cover over you is water. Okay. You're covered by water right now. Of course. Right. It says Mary Magdalene, sacred vessel. You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. You are the answer. You see these two, this woman and this man facing each other? That's you. That yin and that yang. You are the answer. Face yourself for the answer. All right. Something about healing as well. Maybe somebody needs to drink some green tea. Somebody needs to tap into herbs at this time and get near some water. Get near some water. Wellness unfolds. Know that healing is a journey. For my folks that listen to me that are not able to get near water, that are in a confined environment, get you something that you can put water in. And if you have any salt, sprinkle you some salt in that water, okay? It's a need for you to ward off something or draw out something. You're drawing out some type of impurities within your body, okay? For the folks that cannot get near water, that are confined in a place and you need some type of healing, you need some type of, do that. It says, be the light, white witch. Okay, wisdom is crazy because on this card, she has an owl. Okay? An owl in front of her, and I intentionally put this bracelet on. Okay, let me show you. Hold up. It ain't even showing up. But I got this bracelet years ago in California, in San Diego. All right? Let me show you. Let me see. Okay. And this owl coming out. Okay. Wisdom. Knowing. Years ago in San Diego. Okay. It says inner fire, divine knowledge. Hold up right quick, y'all. Oh, what did I just do? Let your passion lead you to your purpose. Higher learning. Commit to your vision through study. All right. So there's a need for you to read up on something. I just read you a day at a time. Okay. Okay. So this book that I read you was about addictions. Okay. So there's a reason why I read this book. All right. But there's so many people in the world facing addictions. You may be becoming an addiction counselor or something like that, or I don't know, but there's so many people facing addictions and need help getting through these addictions. Okay. And you do have the answers. You do have the remedy. You do have the ingredient to help these folks get through these addictions. Like real talk. All right. Because why? Because you, whoever I'm speaking to, you didn't got through some. All right. On the other hand, whoever is in a confined environment, get you some water and some salt and put your feet. I really focus on your feet so you can draw out some type of impurity in your body. Okay? Don't just sit. Do something. Face yourself. You have the answer. You are the answer. You are the key to unlocking whatever you're trying to unlock. But you must be balanced. That yin and that yang energy must be balanced. You see, they facing each other. They must come together. They must conjoin as one. Okay? Give me some more energy for the collective. I see divine severance. Cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitation. You are a limitless being. Be brave and honest at this time with yourself. Be honest with your other half. Okay, the other part of yourself, because if you are being honest to that yang, if you are being honest to that yin, that energy can better, accompany you. That energy can better help you in this war. Okay. You see, in this world, everybody is getting into fitness. Okay, so just everybody is health. That's what everybody's talking about. After years of wear and tear, after years of breakdown, when it came to the health. Again, back in the day, I learned that people only went to the hospital to, die. Okay, people were not going to the hospital to, get healed. Okay, it was only went to the hospital when it was over with for you. Okay, so again, Kali Ma. All right, she has 7 skulls around her neck. Okay, and it's a crazy picture too. Look at her. Okay, she got these 7 skulls around her neck. Okay, be brave and honest. That's 7 skulls. That's 7 heads around her neck. Okay. Also, this Kali Ma energy always gives me a spider. Okay, spinning a web, but there's things that are trapped inside of this spider web. Okay, and the spider will spin the web and drive you crazy. All right, you're trying to get up out of this web. This is for somebody. This may be these skulls around her neck trying to get out of this web, but they can't get out of the web. All right, and every time they move, every time they shift their body, they get deeper entangled into this web. All right, and then they just wait for her to, do whatever she's gonna do with them. Okay, in this energy. All right, and that is what's being done at this time. Again, you are being protected by water, these water guardians. Smile at this time, okay? Smile like you mean it. You hear me? Strength energy. You better smile like you mean that shit. All right, no fake smiles. All right, strength energy. Something coming back around. All right, 7 skulls, 8s. Okay, 7 8s. 7. You remember that saying that you say 7 8 9? 7 8 9. Hold up. Let me see how much. And I got 9% on my phone. 7 8 9. Dang, I got something in my eye. Give me 1 second. All right, give me some. What's this strength energy? Be strong, be brave, be honest, knight. All right, you're a knight. Okay, Something is being ignited within you, okay? This person's eyes are closed. This person has veins. You can see this person's veins around their eyes, okay? So you're being you're changed. Some type of form is being changed, okay? And it happens when these two energies are aligned. You see these two people in this picture. It happens when they are conjoined, when they are together, when they are facing each other. That's when, this change takes place in your body. Okay, but it could be affecting your eyes, so your sight could be sensitive at this time. Okay, you could be sensitive to sunlight at this time. You should go outside and close your eyes and bask in the sun if the sun is out right now. Don't have to open your eyes, close your eyes, okay? And enjoy the sun. Okay, enjoy this healing, because you're being healed. Again, you were just in a battle. You just lost the battle, though, but hey, you didn't lose the war. So it is what it is. You feel me? Just know that even though you lost the battle, just know the opposing parties are down. They down 7 folks. All right? They down 7 folks. Even though you lost a battle, the opposing factor is down 7 heads, and these heads that are down they may be some big wig type of energies. Okay? So anyway, just know that. All right. So, yeah. So again, being that you're surrounded by these water gardens, being that you just, experienced a battle, okay, that you lost. And I want to put emphasis on the loss part, okay? It's nothing wrong with it. All right, you ain't gonna win them all. You feel me? If you won them all, then would it be any fun? Okay? Would it? If you won everything, if you won every battle you faced, would life be interesting? If everything was handed to you, would life be interesting? If everything you wanted, you got it, in life, then, what? Man, where would your motivation be? You wouldn't be motivated to do anything if you got everything that you wanted. All right, so you will lose battles, but it is okay. It builds your character. It makes you stronger. You're wounded warrior. All right, but that brings you knowledge. Okay, maybe I don't move this way next time. Maybe I don't drop kick their ass. Maybe I don't, do this, what I'm saying? Maybe I don't take them by the neck and whatever the fuck. You're a warrior, okay? So that's why you're battlefield type of energy. So maybe I won't move this way. That's you, 9, wounded warrior, 9 of wands. You're learning, all right? Learning through action. You're learning your actions, okay? Correcting actions, okay? So again, you're not always going to win, but that's the beauty of life, okay? That's what keeps you moving throughout life. If you won everything, your ass is going to give up and say, what the fuck? Useless. You know what I'm saying? 7 of Wands energy, again, you are being protected. You are being guarded while these impurities are being released from your body at this time. While these wounds are healing, okay? Again, you were just in battle. I do see two these people are from the same tribe. All right, these people are definitely from the same tribe because they look just like each other. So they from the same tribe. Okay, this is definitely the tribe of Judah because I do see lions out here. So these two people from the same tribe, these people from your tribe trying to take you down. Okay, so yeah, these people from your tribe trying to take you down. So they didn't turn on their own folks. Okay, it is what it is. It happens. All right, when you are this person, when you are the king of the, you the king of you king of the pride. There's always those male lions, those brothers that always want to take out, the king. They always want to take out the king and then take out their kids, just, and keep the woman so they can have kids with the woman. But you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. All right, so that's the energy right here. But yeah. Yeah, something about 6 of Cups. All right, it's like, this 6 of Cups is giving, you being, I don't know, it's you being raised up to know that this is your, everything in the light, like on Lion King, everything in the light is yours. You feel me? So that's really what it's given. Like, oh, Six of Swords energy. I do see you needing to, you know, heal, relax. You at home, or when you get off work, you need to go lay down, go to sleep. Okay. All right. This battle was unseen. What's up, Mark? This battle was an unseen battle. You're gonna feel it though. So you're gonna feel exhausted. You're gonna feel tired. You're gonna feel back pains and shit like that. Like, damn, why I'm hurting like this? Why this happening? Why that happening? No, I'm not showing my Apple head. But yeah, why this happened? Why this is ancestor message? Respected, Mark. But yeah, thank you for showing up though. Why am I feeling these different body sensations? You went through some shit. All right, but you coming out on top at the end of the day. And these people that are surrounding you are going to make sure of that, okay? Because they need you to, you know, show up for the next battle, okay? They need you to. So I'm hearing speedy recovery, all right? Give me something. Give me something. Be brave again. Give me something, Spirit. Let me see. I'm going to pull something from this deck. It says, I can and I will because I am a badass like that. I don't worry about haters. I'm too busy thriving. So keep that in your mental. If you need to, write that down so you can say that shit, all right? While you are in this recovery, you need to be reading positive things. You need to be seeing positive things, okay? Ignore that negativity, okay? Because if you focus too long on some negative shit, it's going to be hard on your body and hard on you to heal. Okay, whatever this is. I see Mayat coming out here. It says, weigh up your options. Choose the highest good. All right, all battles are not meant for you to fight. All right, some of these battles that these energies want you to attend are beneath you. Okay, they're beneath you. All right, they need to raise their vibrations a little bit more to even step on the field with you. So understand that. You ain't got to fight every battle as well. And even if you don't fight a battle, that don't mean you weak. Even if you didn't whoop that... Even if you didn't whoop her ass, whoop his ass, that don't mean you weak. All right, that means they're beneath you. All right, you ain't trying to stoop down to they tiny smidget little level with they ass. Okay, some bunch of peons and shit like that. You ain't got time for that. It don't mean you're weak. It just means you know your worth. That's what that means. All right, so stand on that. Stand in that. Shit. And you ain't got to explain nothing. You ain't got to, no. All right? You ain't got to do none of that. Why? Because you the king of the jungle. You the king of the field. You the king out here, woman or female, okay? You the king out here. All right? Shit. All right, we on the chess. We playing chess or whatever the fuck. All right, you got pawns out there that are trying to prove themselves on this chess board. Pawns are trying to prove themselves. Pawns are trying to promote themselves to the next level. All right, so you don't need to get dirty and get messy every time you are being challenged. Okay, you don't. Stand in your authority at this time. Shit. Real tall. You're a teacher. You're a great teacher. All right, great teacher. Why you retract the messages? We don't do none of that, but you're a great teacher. All right, learn from spiritual experiences. All right, stargazer, set your sights higher. Okay, give me something, Spirit, for the collective. It says you may need to, open your heart as well. Okay. You may be a little standoffish, I would probably be standoffish after I got done fighting somebody. All right, after I had to go, I had to fight. You done took down 7 folks. I would feel a little, skeptical, like I don't trust you. Who is you? You know what I'm saying? Who is you? All right, you could also be, meditating or sleeping. You could also be sleeping and hear someone talking about you while you're sleeping. And I mean in a different space. You're in a different space. Astral projecting. All right. You could definitely be astral projecting at this time, and you could hear somebody talking about you. All right. I see something. Yes, you do have some energies though in your energy. I'm gonna tap on that. Okay. I know this is an ancestor message, but I do need to speak about these energies. All right. So you do have some people in your energies. Again, these people that Kali Ma, baby, 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 baby. These people. I just repeat, baby, baby, baby. Okay. But these people that Kali Ma has around her neck, these energies, all right, are feeling like this and like this, okay? If you can see that, this how they feeling, like this. All right, hold up. And like this, hold up. Can you see that? Whatever, it don't matter. They just in the 8 of swords and the 9 of swords. These people are trapped in their mind, fatigued, can't move, can't breathe. All right? Foot on their neck is really what it's giving. All right? And you are in a healing phase. Okay? It's crazy how you lose a battle, but this is what's happening to the people that tried to battle you. Even though you lost, all right? Even though you lost this battle, you may have been, facing this by yourself in the physical. They had just been you. You know what I'm saying? 7 folks rush up on you. You know what I'm saying? At one time, you gonna lose. 7 folks rush up on you. Ain't got no pistol or nothing like that. Just keeping it real. Your ass gonna lose. All right? Unless you want some some shit that give you super strength. You know what I'm saying? But if 7 folks rush up on you at once, you will lose the battle, but not the war. All right? Being that you didn't lose the war, look what's happening to these folks. All right? That rushed up on you. They can't even see. What I hear that song in the night, I hear them call coldest story ever told. Someone far along the world, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Talking. Okay. Shout out to Kanye West. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Damn. It don't look like you lost no battle, but you did. All right. But shit, these motherfuckers. Hey, imagine losing a battle, but you end up in a 10 of Pentacles. You just let that shit go. That's probably what happened too. You just let that shit go. You didn't even fight. You could have not even fight back. That's probably how you lost. You just said, fuck it, I ain't about to fight these fools. I ain't even about to fight back. And that's probably how you lost. All right? Maybe you realize you ain't got to fight back. Again, stooping down to someone else's level. Getting off of your seat. Getting off of your chair to go downstairs to fight somebody. When you upstairs. When you in the sky. When you eating grapes and shit. And people feeding you grapes. Rubbing your toes and all that shit. And you want to get down out of that shit to go fight some peons that ain't talking about shit, that's got to scream, they got to look to the sky to scream at you, all right? No. I guess you just said, fuck it, I ain't about to come downstairs. 9 of Wands energy, you know which battles to fight and which ones to not, all right? Why you lose energy for some weak fuckers, okay? Anyway, why? Devil energy? Yeah. This is a devil, okay? These people don't like to wear no clothes. They like to walk around in broad daylight with their boobs showing, nipple rings showing and shit like that. You ain't on that type of time. You don't even want to be touched, addressed, approached by that type of energy. You don't want that around you. People walking around broad daylight, showing everything about them, showing their boobs, showing their kunani and all that, showing their booties and shit like that in broad daylight for everybody to see, for the whole world to see some booty and some kunani and shit. Like, come on, man. Why would you go down and fight with them fools? Ain't no way you need to step off your seat to go fight with some fools. They got to walk around butt naked to get some type of attention. The attention that they really don't want. Okay? The fuck? You royalty. You ain't on that type of time. You can still look good fully clothed. All right? These motherfuckers be walking around with coochie cutters and all that shit on. Just nasty. Star energy. You ain't on that type of time. Shit. Let them have that. That ain't you. And it is what it is. It ain't you. Strength. Stand in your power. That's not you. That's not your thing. Let them have that shit. One day, people are going to want to put clothes on. One day, people are going to, feel good about themselves again. Okay? So if you lose connections, if you lose situations because people would rather see somebody butt naked in the streets, then here's some what? If you what? If you rather why you say honey? If you rather if you rather lose, like, it's okay to lose connections. If people would rather see people butt naked in the streets doing all this shit, promoting the fact that they own perks and all that shit, doing all that dumbass shit. If people would rather be around that type of energy, that low class, low ball type of energy, then let them folks be around that low class, low ball type of energy. That ain't the type of time you on, and you ain't got to prove nothing. You just sit in your seat. All right, just sit in your seat. Shit, eventually, these folks is gonna get tired of being butt naked. They gonna get cold eventually, frostbite. Okay, yeah, cause our bodies do deteriorate. All right, they gonna be 60 years old walking around in coochie cutters and shit like that. My stomach growling. I need something to eat. Give me something, sir. All right, hard find energy. Yeah, God, like, listen here. Listen here, I'm gonna need you to cover up. I'm gonna need you to cover your head up. Cover your whole body up. You can only expose your eyes right now. Cover your whole body up. And it's okay. Maybe in the past you wasn't covered up, but you learned Queen of Pentacles energy. All right? You learn that your body is sacred. Okay? You learn that shit. And it happens. Shit. Damn it. Everybody can't be pushing sex. Trigger warning. Everybody pushing sex. No. Polluting the youth. Pushing sex. No. Pushing P. No. Everybody ain't pushing no P. Let me get up off here. Stop playing. I'm on one, but like, seriously, it's Friday and my stomach growling. Okay? All right, okay? My stomach growling, okay? Okay? My stomach growling, okay? I need some food. My stomach growling, okay? I need some food. My stomach growling. Okay. Give me some. Yeah, I was about to freestyle about my stomach growling and about me needing some food. All right. Yeah, I need some food. Baked potato, no. I might eat a baked potato. I don't know. All right. I might eat a baked potato. I don't know. I got some broccoli, put on a baked potato, and I might eat it up. Yes. Okay, I gotta go. All right. Ten of Swords energy. Yeah. Ten of Swords, dead. This is a dead situation. All right, but I see you crawling out of this place. You crawling out, man. But again, you lost the battle. Shit. All right, because I don't know if you did some type of illusion. Because I don't feel like you even fought. I don't even feel like you got out of your seat. Felt like it was smoke and mirrors. All right, and then these folks started fighting each other. So yeah, they started coming for each other because their mind was playing tricks on them. Boom. And then you slid out the back door. Because you like, man, I ain't about to fight with y'all being surrounded by these energies, and you sliding out the back door because you like, man, I ain't about to use my energy for this. All right, but there were situations that took place, fumes that went off and shit like that you have to heal from. You feel me? That you have to regenerate. So you're regenerating, you're regrouping at this time. King of Swords energy. Be smart at this time. All right. Stay quiet. Okay. Eat lots of apples. Something about time. Don't pay attention to the clock as well. All right. I see you walking around with lots of clocks. That shit's funny. All right. Walking around. So you always thinking about the time. All right. Right now, time doesn't exist for you. All right. It's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to relax. You just, was inside in a battle. You have to use your mind to get out of this battle. Okay. So your brain is fatigued. You need to relax. All right. And then back at it again. Thank you for tuning in. I love y'all.